Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel, the luckystars community. Cat Star here, and today we have a reading. I've just been getting this message coming through, Aquarius, that you have been being called or you're receiving calls. So we're here today with this message to take a look at how you are being called, how Spirit, Universe, Higher Self, Divine, God, whatever resonates with you, how you are being called, or how you are being kind of also potentially asked to rise up in one way or another. We're going to get a few answers out here for you within this reading, Aquarius. This is a timeless reading, timeless meaning no matter when you come across this message and it resonates with you, it is for you. Also, as a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers, and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, we have 3 cards out here. Let's get a few tarot to go along with that. Let's see. What else do we have that needs to come out? Ooh, okay, it looks like there's 2 to go with each. Interesting. Yep, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, and then you got the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. So let's see. Aquarius, for starters, you are being asked to kind of step into this energy, or being called to kind of step into this energy of joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So some of you are, oh Lord, oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, Aquarius. You're being asked to rise up into a grateful heart, into a grateful state, right? Be in a state of joy, in a state of delight, of love of life. Bring spirit of fun to all that you do, because some of you need to, you have the Lovers and the Death card here with us, okay? So some of you, it's time to make a decision as well. Look at this Death card, okay? Excuse me, this Lovers card. Now I'm looking at the Death card because that's what Spirit was indicating. Yeah, you see, Aquarius, you're being called to rise up from a state of potential. I don't know how else to put this. There's a decision to be made, okay? Look, there you've got like a snake in the grass for some of you. Or the snake in the tree, right? And there is a potential of 2 or multiple. Now, if you look here, it's interesting that this is how this reading is coming through. If you look here, you have 1 male with 2 potential females. And if you look at the Death card, you have 1 female with 4 potential males. And then you have almost being plucked up out of that, okay? So for some of you, there's a decision to make to step out of something that isn't bringing you joy. That's where you're being called to rise up, or you're being called to kind of move into a different or a new direction, into a new beginning. It's time to make a decision to leave this behind. It could be some kind of relationship, it could be a partnership, it could be anything under the sun, but there's a decision that needs to be made, Aquarius, to kind of step out of this or be plugged out of this. Allow yourself, allow Spirit, Divine, Universe, Higher Self, God, whatever resonates with you, to kind of pluck you out of this. Being resistant to being removed from a situation is just going to bring you more pain and heartache. It's going to keep you that much further away from joy and from happiness, okay? There's a new beginning that is at stake here, Aquarius. There's a lot at stake here within this first kind of column. But there's an energy of being plucked out of so that you can move into this energy. This is so interesting, of joy, delighting in the love of life, okay? this energy here is an energy of being overfull with too many energies or entities. It's what's coming through, okay? But it's time for you to move back into a state of joy. So, releasing, letting go of, making that decision to step out of this for some of you, Aquarius, whatever this may be for you. It feels like you are very much the one that is being plucked out of this situation to begin again or start anew, okay? Non-gender specific, male, female, it's not about the gender, but the energy here is that of being plucked out of kind of a multiple person or entity or issued kind of scenario so that you can begin again, right? Making that decision and or not making a decision, having the decision made for you is coming through here as well, Aquarius, with that kind of plucking out of energy to begin anew, have a new beginning that can be full of joy, that can be full of fun and or bringing fun to all that you do, because this feels very, very heavy, okay? The next one you have here is cooperation. Yeah, cooperate with us. I mean, right, Aquarius? Cooperate, be plugged away so that this joy can come in. That's what you're being called to, right? Cooperation is your next one. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value, right? So you're learning a lot. There's a lot of value within this, but there's too many cooks in the kitchen, if that makes sense, Aquarius. There's just too much, okay? So within this, that cooperation, allowing yourself to manifest the energy of the love that you want, okay? Realize that everything gives you experience. There's adventure, there's knowledge within it all, but that doesn't mean you need to stay within it all. So as far as that resistance goes, cooperating with this energy of being moved out of and rising up to being to what you're being called to do is going to be very beneficial. Now with that, you've got the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. You see, there's that indecision. There's that indecision or being at a crossroad without Two of Swords. Somebody's got, and it's coming through you, has a blindfold on, not willing to see or cooperate with what is coming through or what is coming up or what needs to be within this rising up to the call or receiving the call and rising up here, Aquarius. Spirit's indicating with that Four of Pentacles energy that some of you are really, really just holding so tight. Look at the face on that. That is a scared, frantic face. That is a face of somebody who can't let go, who's resistant to letting go. And Spirit's indicating that cooperation is required. It is required. Okay. There isn't, here you have a decision to make, Aquarius, but now you're at this crossroads. There's that energy of really, really holding too tight. Cooperation is going to need to be required. It's almost as if it's being, for some of you, this is becoming a requirement because it's just not happening. Some of you are staying in that stalemate energy. Some of you are really in this place of crossroads and keeping that blindfold on instead of taking it off and looking at what's right in front of you. Okay, you're being very indecisive for some of you, and some of you are in this place of just being downright stubborn and holding tight. Spirit's indicating again, it is going to be a requirement, Aquarius, for you to just cooperate. Let the resistance go. Allow for things, just open your fist, allow it to happen, Aquarius, because joy is wanting to come in. There's that playfulness, that fun, that happiness that is not flowing within this. So your cooperation is required, okay? Your third one is virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. You see, if you continue to stay in this situation, of course, not only are you not allowing yourself to grow, but others aren't able to grow either, because there's an idea. I gotta give it to you straight as I'm getting it here, of course. There's an idea that you staying within the situation with whoever this has to do with, however this comes through for you personally, whether it's a partnership, a work thing, a romantic relationship, a family, friends, whatever this may be, a situation and a situation that involves, other parties, or right, because we've got all the cooks in the kitchen here. But the energy that's coming through here, Aquarius, is that by you staying within the situation, right, staying indecisive or at that crossroads, or keeping the blindfolds on and not actually or pretending, or acting like you don't see what's actually going on, whoever is involved in this with you, Aquarius, thinks that you are always going to be here, are always going to be there. That's stunting not only your growth but their growth as well, because they think that no matter what, they can always run back to you, or always go back to you, or you're always going to be there. Okay. And spirit's indicating that that's not the case. Okay. So there's virtue at stake here, Aquarius. Not only your virtue, but others' virtue as well. It's time to rise up to the call that is coming through. You've been feeling it. You've been knowing it. You know that there is fun, that there is excitement, that there is so much on the other side of this, Aquarius. But you, for some reason, have been holding back. It's almost as if there's a fear, or there's that energy of indecision, right? Because that Two of Swords and the lovers is a card of decision. The Two of Swords is a card of indecision, right? The Death card is a card of new beginning, but that Four of Pentacles is an energy of holding tight and not allowing, being in a state of resistance towards that new beginning coming through, towards allowing that joy to come in. Spirit's indicating that cooperation is required, and that there is virtue at stake, Aquarius. It's time to allow this to come through, okay? Now, yeah, you see, now you have the Four of Wands and the Five of Pentacles coming through. So isn't that interesting? The Five of Pentacles is an energy of not really seeing the resources that are all around you. Some of you are in the state of being like, okay, well, but if I don't know what's going to happen if I do this. I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm kind of feeling like I'll be left out in the cold, and with all these people, or whatever this may be, entities, or all the cooks in the kitchen, or whatever it may actually be specifically for you, Aquarius. Some of you are going to feel like, but if I cooperate, if I let this go, if I allow that resistance to go, if I move into this state, joy isn't assured, right? And there's a potential that I'm going to be left out in the cold, but you're not seeing the resources that are there, Aquarius, because instead that Four of Wands energy is there, that 1111, the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols, the nudges, all of that is showing up to let you see, or let you realize or understand, Aquarius, that there's really celebration on the other side. The joy is that ultimate outcome, that allowing that fun to come through, that allowing that energy of taking a deep breath and allowing yourself to release any of those struggles, those burdens, that holding too tightly, that indecision, right? And allowing for that new beginning to come through with the resources that you already have. Beautiful celebration, an energy of success, of being secured, of being rewarded, of joy as well. The Four of Wands actually also is a card of joy. So how often does this happen, that the first card out and the last card out symbolize the same thing? It's as if Spirit saying, I told you. I've told you once, and I'll tell you again. I tell you at the beginning, I'll tell you at the end, Aquarius. Joy is here for you. It is ready to come right in. It's knocking, it's calling. Are you going to open the door or answer? Okay, it's time for you to rise up. It's time for you to answer this call. Okay, now what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck here is the Page of Pentacles. So isn't that interesting that the Page of Pentacles is coming through for what you don't see coming? This is an energy of opportunity, of skill development, of rising up and moving into that energy of joy, of allowing yourself to really, really have this energy of being in a state of joy. Also, for some of you, there is that messenger or a messenger with that page energy that is wanting to come through. Okay, something or someone is wanting to come through with a message, potentially about finances for some of you, but also there's an energy of stability. So there's a potential, and that could actually be this message that you are supposed to hear, Aquarius. So this message coming through with a message of stability, of joy, of really being in celebration, and needing to let go of what this, it's a requirement at this point, Aquarius. Again, it's required. Cooperation is required. Okay. It's no longer a choice, even though, here at the beginning it looks like it is, but you've got joy. um I mean, Spirit went full circle here, Aquarius. Started with joy, ended with joy. That is what is working so hard to come through, that Spirit is working behind the scenes to bring through. But Spirit needs your cooperation. So it's time to answer that call. Okay. I do intend, and rise up and answer that call. I do intend this resonated with you and for you, and that you found value in it. If you did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.